There it is. Good morning, Facebook. Hey, it's Melissa with Miller's Rustic Sawmill. I am over here at the mill this morning, hopping on before I head into the shop in town. But I wanted to come over and check out everything out here that the guys put out yesterday and set up for the sale. So I didn't get to see it because I was in at the shop. So I'm just gonna walk around, and yes, it's a little bit rainy here in Northwest Missouri this morning. The rain has cleared out, so it's a little soggy out here at the sawmill. But come on out. I think the sun is supposed to come out sometime today, and we're hoping that there's not going to be any more rain. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'm wrong because I think it's already raining. So we can hope. But anyway, I wanted to hop on and just show you guys a little bit of what the guys have ready for anyone that comes out to the mill. I will be at our shop in town, and I was hoping actually to catch, I know I'll see her, but there is a customer who's driving from like over 4 hours away. They left at 4 o'clock this morning to get here this morning by like 8. So I was hoping that maybe they would be sitting here in the driveway whenever I got here. The sawmill sits about 2 miles north of King City, Missouri, and I have directions on our page. So if you follow our page, you should find directions there. And if you need directions, you can message me too, but they are on some of the posts. So if you read through some of the posts and you're not sure where to come, the sale on the slabs is out here at the mill today. I have a small selection of slabs in at the shop, but I know I've got some people who want to stop by the shop today, and some of them are coming from, like I said, far away and driving. So I wanted them to be able to come into town and see that. And also, if you're coming right up the road on 169 Highway is Wildcat Creek Emporium, and they are a antique and gift flea market type shop with a lot of beautiful things. I put a post on our page about them too. So they are definitely worth the short, under 10-minute drive from our sawmill up to see what all they have. They have some really cool metal work that's locally handmade, and they have a lot of other things that people make in there. They have repurposed junk. And then they've got some new stuff that makes great gifts. So if you are driving up here today, think about that. We also have El Rey Pappy's in town, and it's a great spot for lunch. So it's a Mexican restaurant in King City. We have a Subway, and we have Casey's. So those are kind of your options to eat in King City. But we also have a Dollar General. So for those of you driving from far away, just keep that in mind. I'm gonna flip this around, and I'm gonna show off some of our pieces before I head into the shop. So if you're coming, just maybe wear some boots. Don't wear nice shoes out here to the mill. It's messy, it's soggy. This morning for sure, it's muddy. And if I had known when I put my posts on that it was gonna rain, I usually try to tell people, you know, to not wear good stuff out here to the mill. But anyway, it shouldn't be too horrible. So I'm gonna flip this around and show off some of the beautiful project pieces that are on sale. So we have, let's see. This is our table. So we've got 2 tables set up this morning of slabs. These are all kiln dried pieces, which means that all of the moisture has been dried out of them. We don't use a steam kiln, so the coloring and the natural grains and colors of the wood all kind of stay in the wood, so they don't run together. In a steam kiln, the stains tend to bleed into the wood and kind of make it all look or appear the same color. So this is a piece of walnut. We have a lot of walnut on our project tables. So if you are looking for some project pieces for signs, for gifts, for cutting boards, for just anything that you're making, these are $5 today. And they are also planed, which means that they are nice and smooth. Anything that can go through our planer out here, we have planed for your convenience and to make it a little bit easier on your end to finish something. So if it's too wide, we don't put it, of course, we can't put it through our planer. So a little bit more fine sanding and cleaning up, and those would be awesome. So there are dogs out here too at the mill, but they are friendly dogs. George rescues dogs, so we try to keep them out of here. But just to let you know, I like to tell people we have a greeting crew of dogs out here. I'll just show these off. There are different species on there as well. And then there's a whole nother table here of walnut. There's the guys doing something. I don't know what they're doing. But this is the mud that you're going to see whenever you come out to the mill this morning. And there's the big loader truck. So you'll see some equipment. You'll see some stuff sitting around. It's kind of messy here. There's our bigger slabs. So we've got those all. The guys worked really hard to organize those. A lot of walnut because we cut a lot of walnut here at the mill. So you can see some of those are very affordable pieces, and everything in here is kiln dried. We've got the larger slabs that make great bar tops or coffee tables. There's some more. There's a big walnut mantelpiece. Another walnut slab. I'm just kind of showing them off. Of course, you know, these have not been planed, so those are going to need some work. But these are our gray bins. The pieces in here are $2 today. So if you're looking for even cheaper than $5, we've got it. These bins are $2 each. I think you can come and find some really cool pieces in these bins. So that one is not a $2 piece, but whatever's in these bins is $2. So anyway, we've got lumber. Looks like, oh, there's a tulip slab I had on our page. So that piece is gorgeous. Tulip is really pretty. These are ready to go. I don't know that they're sold to anyone that I know of. Would make a great island top or a countertop for somebody. There's 2 of those there. They are straight edged and already planed. There are more slabs back here. We also have turning blanks for any of you that are wood turners or you know a wood turner. We have a whole corner stack. They don't look super easy to get to today, but we can move some stuff around and get to them because there are several turning blanks up here. So if you're a pin turner or you turn anything on your lathe, we do have blanks for those. So come out and check out our stash. What else? What else? What else? There are all kinds of unique pieces, you guys. Nothing is the same. A lot of times we'll show something and people will want something just like it, or they'll say, you know, do you have another piece of that looks like that? None of them are the same. So you just have to come out and pick through. We have taken the logs. They've been cut on our sawmill here. And then we either straight edge them or we leave them live edge. So if we straight edge them, of course, they get turned into lumber. Otherwise, some of them are just slabbed. And then we put them in our kiln. So then they're all dried and ready to go. If you are a woodworker, we do try to let everybody know that everything in here is kiln dried. We think that's really important for people to know because a lot of people don't realize that their wood should be kiln dried if they're going to do something with it and finish it. If you've got pieces of wood that are not kiln dried and they are green, which is another term for not dried, the moisture is going to come out at some point. So you could spend a fortune finishing a slab for a table and then have it crack about 6 months, within 6 months to a year, depending on the thickness. So we try to let people know that they need to at least make sure wherever they're buying their wood that it is kiln dried. So there is the good deal of the day. These tables are $5. The slabs on them are $5 each. There are some beautiful pieces in here. The bins are $2 each. So if you are out and about, come see us and check out what we've got. If you have questions, the guys are going to be here to help you. I am going to the shop in town, which is directly across from US Oil in King City, Missouri on 169. Sits right in town. And that's where I will be. But the guys can take good care of you out here. This is the best stash. They have a much better selection of project pieces and many, many more than I have at the shop. So I have a small little table. But, and then I also have, I have a little bit of slabs. I have some slabs in our slab room. So I have a room there that has some other slabs as well. But, what is this? Is this project piece bundle?
Yes, I'm getting ready to plane.
Oh, okay. Yep. So these are more project pieces, and I'm going to show you. This is what they look like when they come out of our kiln. These have been dried, and this is a big stash of the project pieces that were in our kiln. And you can see the difference between what they look like planed and what they look like not planed. Huge difference. I don't think very many people would come out and look at those and want to buy them. You wouldn't know what to pick out if we left them like that. So we do take the time to plane them, and that's a lot of work. So it runs, the guys run them through a planer. My husband's probably going to work on this pile today. So if you come out, you might see some of that action happening. And I think my nephews are on. Are Creighton and Brigham on? There's a dog. I've got Daisy in the car. She's going to the shop with me. But I did just want to come in and say hi before I head to the shop. And I think that might be my customer that has driven over 4 hours to come here today. Maybe not. No, maybe not. I can't tell. But I was so excited that I'm like, I've got to go over to the mill before she comes. So she is looking for some live edge pieces and some porch boards, or pieces that are going to make porch signs for her to use. And they came from like somewhere over by Hannibal. I was like, oh my goodness. So I was super excited. But I'm going to hop off of here. If you have any questions, or you get out here and you have questions, the guys, there'll be 4 guys out here, and they can all help you. And if you come out, definitely come by the shop and say hi. I will be there from 8 to 4 too. I'm going to try to get there by 8. I might be running a little late if I get to talking, because I like to talk. But anyway, come check us out. Come see what we've got, and get a good deal on some project pieces for your Christmas gifts if you are a woodworker, or you've got some things that you want to make for Christmas. Today would be a great day to come out and get those pieces. So they are super cheap. And then we've got bigger pieces as well that work for, you know, shelving, tables, coffee tables, whatever you can come up with. We probably have it. So thanks for joining. We hope to see you later today.